People are very upset at Druski's new video after they said that he was trying to look like Erika Kirk. So Druski just dropped a new video today where he said that he was trying to imitate conservative women here in America, and this is what he dressed up as. And he did a whole 3-minute skit going through a bunch of different scenarios, trying to be a conservative woman in America, and as you can see right here, an entire new face, a new wig, and people say that he was looking just like Erika Kirk. Specifically in the opening scene when he walks out and you see all the sparklers going on, that's the same scene from when Erika Kirk came out at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Right here in the same clothes, with the same background, and the same explosions happening. Not to mention, a lot of people are saying that he matched her hair and her makeup the same as they look right here. And if you don't know who Druski is, this is what Druski normally looks like. So as you can tell, a huge change for this video. And now a lot of people are upset, saying that Druski took this one too far, but let me know in the comments what you think about it.
Why is the leader of Turning Point USA going after Druski, man? Huh? That skit didn't say anything. I didn't hear her name in the skit, did you? I think it's just a random skit, man. Come on, don't be such a snowflake. I thought only liberals were snowflakes, huh? Come on, man. It's not that deep. It's only... It doesn't even look like you, man. I thought he was doing white chicks. I swear. Last I checked, white chicks were rich glamour girls in the film. That's what I thought he was doing, man. You know, the glamour, you know, the dancing and stuff, yeah? I thought he was just paying homage to white chicks, man. He got nothing to do here. Like, last I checked, you don't have a big jawline, you know what I mean? He looks more like, it's ma'am, than you know what I mean? Come on, don't be sensitive, man. It's got nothing to do with you. Unless you saw parallels with yourself. But like, why would you see parallels with yourself? What's wrong? What have you been doing? Huh? I'm just asking questions here. What has she been doing? What's she done? I mean, the stare looks a bit similar, but of course, come on, man. You're not the only person that stares like that. Even I can do it. It's just my eyes are dark, so it's not really creepy, you get me? Hey, Druski, good luck, man. I did say it in my other video. They'll come after you, mate. Alright? You gotta be careful, man. Them trad wives is coming after you now, bro. Jesus Christ. Pray for Druski, bro.
Erika Kirk is probably so mad right now that Druski did that skit of her, and I can only imagine what Fox News is gonna say whenever they find out about this. I can imagine them all in the booth talking about this is just utterly racist. Doing whiteface as a black man, making fun of a white conservative woman is just so racist, and I cannot believe he's getting away with it. I just know that she's fuming right now somewhere, like talking about some stuff in the mirror, getting all red and shit in the face. And do we want to be real with ourselves? Was he wrong by any means? Like, I don't think this dude has had a singular miss whenever it comes to making skits. He always does them right. Like, everything that he said in the video, everything that he did was stuff that she has done. He wasn't wrong. That's the thing. You can't get mad at something whenever he's not wrong. By the way, shout out to his makeup artist, Kaylee Swisher. Like, you can't even tell that's Druski by any means. Like, looking at that, it just looks like Erika Kirk gives good hugs or something. Like, it's so cool to see how Druski's budget goes up over time as he starts to get more popular over time, and like, brands start collabing with him to the point where he can raise his budget on every single skit to afford Kaylee to come do his makeup every time. It's absolutely flawless, bro. It's funny.
We did mention in our previous video that Druski was gonna have a hard time after his skit on conservative women as he, as he posted or as he created the content. But it was more of Mrs. Kirk version or adaptation of her lifestyle. Even Grok thinks so, but what do you think? I mean, opinions still matter at this point. And if Druski didn't mention that he was, playing an impersonation of Mrs. Kirk, then he wasn't. I mean, unless he mentioned, And I guess we all know that inspiration comes from somewhere, so he could have been inspired, to just like play a conservative woman, and then just looked at somebody that plays or fits into that narrative better, so he decided to play Mrs. Kirk. In fact, we still have some more videos for you that we just want you to take a look at and get to hear out what people thought about Druski's skit.
Now, to all the people out there saying that Druski's latest skit was kick rocks, at the end of the day, look at this. Even Grok thought that was Erika Kirk. If AI think it's Erika Kirk, then damn it, Druski did a good job. Furthermore, wasn't nobody saying nothing when Druski was white-faced as a NASCAR supporter. Did nobody say nothing when he was white-faced as a college kid, a college frat boy? Wasn't nobody complaining about him being a church pastor? Wasn't nobody complaining about him being a Latino person? and they weren't complaining about him mocking the hood. So it's equal racial opportunities around here when it comes to Druski. They are mad about the fact that he's so accurate that AI think it's her. It's the accuracy that they're angry about. Don't get mad at the programmers. Get mad at the fucking program, okay? I bet Elon up there trying to figure out every which way possible to stop Grok from identifying Druski's skit as Erika Kirk. Because as you can see, that's exactly what Grok said.
The reason folks mad at Druski is because the shoe fit a little too well. Druski didn't do a skit. He actually did a documentary. Because whoever did his fake makeup didn't just beat his face. They built a whole character like IKEA furniture. Every piece lined up. Every angle correct. The face, nailed it. The body, nailed it. It's like this upside down triangle thing, but he nailed it. I was sitting there watching I have seen this before. Matter of fact, I done seen this at Walmart, Target, all these places. But what makes it even more funny, right, is watching conservatives be outraged by this. Because y'all been dragging Erika Kirk for months. Dragging her like a carry-on suitcase through the airport. But now suddenly jokes hurt? Oh, so it was funny when y'all was doing it. But now it's not funny no more now that he shined a light on it. And whoever is doing Druski's makeup and all those other things, bravo, bravo. Because that wasn't a skit. That was accuracy with a wig on.
Can't spell immediately without media. This was trending on social media. Erika Kirk responds back to Druski's skit via X. She said, but if I did blackface as a part of a skit, I'd be canceled and called a racist. Do you agree with Erika's response to Druski's skit? If she dressed blackface and did a skit about Druski, would you laugh or would you cancel her and call her a racist? Or is it the fact that Druski is a comedian, this is what he does for a living, and she kind of doesn't do that, so would she really need to be canceled for doing so? Let me know if it's immediately yes or immediately no to you in the comments.
I needed to see.
MAGA snowflakes are melting down. You know why? They're ticked. Because, Druski the comedian. Druski the comedian had someone white chick him, meaning, the Wayans movie, white chicks, and he had someone do that. But his version of white chicks bears an uncanny resemblance to Erika Kirk. And it is, I have to admit, it's really funny, but the MAGA folks are ticked off. The very same people who wanted to bring back the R word. I want to be able to say the R word. Nobody can say anything. Everybody gets canceled. You can't even be a comedian anymore. Why aren't you letting comedians be comedians? And now they are ticked because this is some biting cultural commentary about Erika Kirk. Now, about, MAGA women, but it looks like Erika Kirk. But so Erika Kirk is putting herself out there. Whether you like it or not, she's in the public eye, and that's what happens when you're in the public eye. And now they're pissed off saying, you could have waited her husband. Why is it different when it's Charlie Kirk? Why is it different when it's one of you? Come on, MAGA. Stop being the snowflakes that you claim the Democrats are. And grow a pair. What's good for the goose is good for the Druski.
Pop quiz time. If Erika Kirk played blackface, would she be cancelled? And would people call her out? And if she would, is calling Druski out on this one likened to that version, that situation? If it is, or if it isn't, are people being fair, or are they not being fair? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now, I'm just asking this question because of what the other man asked, but I think it all depends with who you ask, and it all depends with the narrative of everything, right? Like when we look at the whole situation in the land of the free, we all know what happened, right? We all know what happened a couple years ago when slavery was still a thing. So if she played into blackface, if she painted her face black, you all know what that would mean, right? It wouldn't really mean comedy. You understand, right? Like when we take it in context with what Druski is doing, Druski is just basically a comedian playing into the narrative of comedy while giving out a point. He's not doing it out of, that thing, that entitlement thing, like he's not really getting on the mic or getting in front of the camera and doing it out of entitlement and trying to make a statement that, you know, I'm more supreme than you, or I'm more than this, I'm more than you, basically. If, you know, a palm color person does that, you know, if they play into the narrative of blackface, they're not doing it for comedy. Like, they might say they're doing it for comedy, but inherently they're not. You understand? So this is not like being biased, or we're not like favoring you know, this guy more than the lady. No, it's not like that. So that's the reason why, if people do not really understand what's going on here, they're gonna think that people are being biased towards Druski with Erika Kirk. But what do you think, though? And as much as this conversation goes, Grok does think that Erika Kirk is the one that Druski was playing as. But like, it's like I said in the other video, you know, for somebody to do something creative, they need inspiration. And I think Druski was just looking at Erika Kirk as the inspiration of whatever that he did, right? So that's not to say, like, as much as he played a white chick, that should have looked like a totally different person. I mean, people have to find relatability with something that somebody is impersonating as, right? Or with a person that they're impersonating as. So that's the reason why perhaps it kind of like looks like somebody that we know. But what do you think? Now, just to top it all off, in closing, we're gonna ask, why was Druski playing as a conservative woman? Well, I think it's because conservative women are looked at as more ideal compared to, you know, liberal women or other forms of women. I mean, it might be some sort of bias depending on who you ask, but the reason why he was playing into that narrative is because I think he's trying to tell us to critique, you know, he's trying to tell us like to give an opening eye and just have an open discussion concerning what's going on. If a woman that is considered as more ideal behaves in the way that Druski was portraying, then we should begin to, you know, like to connect the dots and question the narrative of exactly how people should behave in society, you know, because I think from my own perspective, Druski was kind of like just trying to show us how entitled this version of women are, but they don't critique themselves and they are not critiqued by society because they perceive themselves and society perceives them as ideal. So perhaps Druski was just trying to like unveil the mask of what is really beneath them, you know, like what's really behind that mask, who's really behind that mask. And perhaps that's the reason why he gave us this skit, like the ones that we've seen previously, like the most recent one being the pastor version and the mega churches, and just how sort of, you know, it's almost foolish. After I watched Druski's skit of the impersonating pastors, I kind of like thought, okay, that's kind of like foolish what people do in the church, you know. It kind of like gave me that, you know, so maybe that's what Druski is trying to do with his skits, but I could be wrong. So leave your own thoughts in the comment section and just tell us what you think. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, to share, and also subscribe.